All right, Matt Stevens, second place here at Gravel Worlds. Good comeback today. What was your kind of going through your mind when you were in the group and there was a break off the front?
Yeah, the six-man break, or however many it was, we heard 8 minutes at one point and looked pretty dire about halfway through the race. I think it was first time through Malcolm. We heard about 8.5 minutes. We weren't sure, but we knew those guys had been out there all day, so you know, it gave us hope when we kept catching one guy at a time, that they were at least going hard enough to drop some guys out of the break. So had a pretty sizable group. There's some guys pushing the pace and keeping it honest in the pack, but you know, we always knew it was gonna take some of the horsepower from the field to make a chase group and go across to have any chance of catching those guys out front.
Were you happy when things kind of sorted out? It was you, Colin, I think Josh Berry was in there. Were you happy once that sorted out? And
you know, with the initial, you know, I had two of my teammates in there, and it just kept reshuffling. You know, some guy bridge out of the pack, and then some guys get dropped, and some guys be sitting on. So it never was super cohesive to start with, until finally Josh just kept a hard tempo, and he'd end up off the front solo, and we'd kind of jump across to him, and ended up with I can't remember the guy's name, Adam, but Colin, Adam, me, and Josh. You know, as a chase group of 4.
nice work, man.
But at that point, we had no idea if we were going to catch. So we just kept our heads down and kept riding. Colin kept coming through. He had a teammate up the road, but you know, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 6. You know, it wasn't the best odds, and Colin being defending champ, he worked, you know, enough to help us and see what could happen. Last, you know, I think 60K to go. We still had no clue if we were going to catch him. Like I said, we kept catching guys though, and you know, I told Josh, I was like, man, I think we still have a chance. You know, like they've been out there all day, so they're gonna implode at some point. Whether it's 30K to go or 5K to go. So just kept our heads down and kept rotating smooth, and became less cohesive going into the checkpoint. There's actually a pretty crazy incident where a truck was coming down the middle of the road full gas.
Oh no.
Over Pine Hill.
Oh God.
3 guys went left, I went right. The truck did a 4-wheel slide straight down the middle of the road. We got back together, and then it was, you know, 5K to the checkpoint. But you know, the checkpoints are critical here. You know, it sucks, but you got to be first out to have a chance of being in the first selection. So I filled 1 bottle, got my pipe cleaner, and just took off and was first out at checkpoint. Colin came up to me, and that was it. We were a minute back of the leaders at that point, and then chased him down, went straight past him. Just me and him for the last 25K, 30K together.
So we've been talking about you a lot this year. You've had some great races. Does that experience of doing gravel help in a situation like today with that patience and whatnot?
You know, it's not just a gravel, you know, road race experience, and keeping a level head. You know, I mean, you can race gravel every day, all day, and not be patient, you know, and just got to learn from your mistakes. I came out here last year, raced super aggressive, and ran up against Colin and his teammate last year. It was a totally different race last year. Tried to be patient this year, you know, but then got caught out by having this big break up the road that was really far out there. So, you know, you never know how it's going to play out. So, just got to keep believing and, you know, keep your head down and keep going.
Finally, one last question. That mustache, Arrow?
Wind tunnel proven, no difference. So, style points matter.
Cool. Well, sweet. We'll look forward to seeing it next year then. Congratulations, man.
Thanks.